Welcome to another episode of Boomer Barbecue. I'm sorry, guys, I don't have a regular headset on with my mic close enough, so I'm going to try to speak up as loud as possible. So let's get started. I'm sure you're noticing at this point, you don't seem a smoker. Yes, we're going to do something different today. I wanted to do a little cooking video. We're going to be cooking pork sinigang soup. It is a sour soup from the Philippines. Um, I have a Filipina girlfriend. Her name is Mary Joy Camenting, and she her mom made some the other day, and I asked her, did she know how to cook, or did she help mom cook? And she does. She's like a soup prep, or sous chef. She preps the food for her mom, and mom cooks. So she said she doesn't know how to cook sinigang. I said, well, I'll tackle it. I said, I'll try anything once. So we're gonna get started. Um, I For the pork, I'm using baby back ribs. I grabbed a batch of that because this way I get bones for the broth and some really good fatty meat for the soup. First thing we're going to do is brown it off. It's already in the pot, and I'm going to turn on the induction unit. I'm going to shut down the camera for that because I don't want to be fumbling around and jerking the camera around because I can't see what I'm doing through the camera. So as soon as I get it started, I'll be right back. Okay, this induction cooker is a phenomenal thing. It's a cast iron pot, so it works very well with it. So I got all the pork and the bones in there, so we're going to just brown it off until it gets nice and brown. Then we're going to add water to it. And because this part is probably going to be a little bit tedious, when it's done browning, we'll come back. Okay, so one of the things I forgot to mention is we put a little bit of salt in before browning the meat, so the meat gets a good pinch of salt flavor. And now it's been browning up pretty nice, so I'm going to add some water until the meat is covered. All right, and then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. And I should have removed this plastic off the top of the bottle before I tried this. Okay, I'll be right back. Pardon me, I'm going to reach and grab something. So 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. One. There's 2. We'll put a little bit in for extra measure. Okay. So we'll let that cook for about 20 minutes until it comes up to a boil and simmers. And we're going to check on that, see how it's doing, and we'll go from there. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, so while the pork is cooking, we're going to make the tamarind paste or solution. I'm literally going to be experimenting with this because I bought this package, and I'm not exactly sure how much to use. So I'll probably just cut a good chunk off. I'm going to put it in here, and then we're going to put some boiling water in it. We're going to stir it up, and then we'll see how it tastes, if we need more or less. We need a good sour flavor, so. All right, let me, it's throwing off my focus. Pardon me. Let me cut this in and put the water in, and I'll be right back. Okay, so at this point, the tamarind is in there, the hot water's in, so I'm just going to stir it up, smash it up a bit, because there seems to be a bit of pulp in there. I'm flying by the seat of my pants on this one. Really won't be able to taste it until think if it, has to cool off. I mean, I might be able to catch a sip of it and give it a shot, but alrighty, we're having a problem with electric, so this thing keeps popping my thing, so I guess we're just gonna keep doing it. I'll be right back. Okay, so the solution is completed. I had to take all the seeds out. This is actual tamarind, paste with seeds and all, so I'm gonna take a little sample here. Yeah, that's pretty sour. Hang on a second, guys. Yeah, I guess this particular unit takes up much more electricity or something. Keeps setting off the breaker on my. Probably a good thing I brought my special plug out because it's setting that off instead of the breaker inside the house, so I don't have to go inside. All right, so I will be back as soon as the 45 minutes is up. I'll start throwing more vegetables in, see if I can pull the bones out and first, and we'll go from there. See you in a bit. Okay, the 45 minutes has passed. The pork is very, very tender. It's all in there. Everything's looking really tasty and yummy. So now we're going to start adding the extra vegetables. I guess I should have given you an ingredient list at the beginning. But of course, you start off with, I just start off with 1 rack of baby back ribs. You season with fish sauce, which is about 2 tablespoons. And then you add the tomatoes. I put 3 vine tomatoes because they were a little smaller. And cut them large chunks. And I put a full onion in. You don't have to. They call for a half, but I said, why not? So I put the full onion in, rough cut. Then we have taro root. I had the small taro root. I got about 6 of them and cut them into big chunks. String beans. They call for long beans. They had long beans. They were a bit more expensive than string beans. And I'm trying to be budget conscious, so I bought the string beans. And then, which was a little expensive, I bought baby bok choy. Or you can put water spinach in there. I just went with the baby bok choy because it was easy to find at my Asian market down the street. And then you have also hot banana peppers to spice it up a little bit, and then of course your tamarind as your souring agent. So right now we're going to throw in the taro. Here's what it looks like. You can see it's a lot of blurry there. I'll cut it up, put it in the bag. We're going to toss it into the soup. It's going to cook about 5 to 7 minutes. And then we're going to add the green beans afterwards. So we're going to let that cook for 5 to 7 minutes, and then we'll be back. So I'll start. See you in a bit. Okay, it's been about 7 minutes. Now I'm going to add the green beans, and I'm going to add some spicy banana peppers to add a little spice to it. I think that's more traditional. Some people add other types. Let me pull that off here. And of course, my camera wants to go everywhere except where it's supposed to because of this ridiculous holder. It's no longer working. Okay. Don't remember if I mentioned, but I'm going to add a bunch of things. I'm going to add the whole bag. I don't know what else to do with them, but hopefully it's not going to take up too much space. That was fun. I removed the bones, and the meat came out of the bones in it, so I put everything all back into the, gosh darn it, there it goes again. Hang on a second, guys. Put it back up. Start her up again. Okay. All right, so the beans should go another 3 minutes. A lot of beans. Probably even more than supposed to be, but that ain't gonna kill it, I guess. It's tasting pretty good. I sampled the broth already. Let me put the lid on so she'll cook a little quicker. Oh, let me forget. I've got the peppers. Throw a couple in. I don't know how many to put. These are not as hot as maybe I think that'll be enough. Not as hot as like a big chili pepper or anything like that. All right, we'll be back in 3 minutes when the beans are al dente, and then we'll be almost done. We're going to put in the bok choy after we shut down the unit, and then after that goes in the tamarind. All right, guys, time to check again. Open her up. Try not to lose the camera again, as always. I added a little bit more water too because I had some hot water in the pot. Water was still hot from the. We're going to test out one of these taro root pieces, see if it's done. I can grab one up here. Let's get a big one. Pop it in the middle. Oh yeah. All right, that's done. So we're going to shut down the heat. I'm just going to use residual heat. Rub my finger in front of the lens. And then we're going to add the bok choy. And just let it wilt in the hot water. This is baby bok choy. Called for 3 heads, small heads, so let's see how this works out. There's going to be a lot of soup here. A lot of good stuff. All right. Now let's give it a good stir. Since it's a big batch of soup now, I'm hoping I have enough tamarind juice so you can see already the baby bok choy is starting to very nicely cook in the residual heat. So that's nice. Whoops. Should have brought out myself a bowl. There's plenty of pork in there. Plenty of vegetables. So now it's time for the main ingredient. We're going to start adding some. Let me set up my camera here a little bit better. Take it back. There we go. I'm going to put some tamarind in there. I'm going to test it out after a couple of shots. Give it a good stir. And that baby bok choy looks really, really nice. Taro root is definitely done. The pork is super tender. Let's give it a little taste here. Now, one of the things they say is that the tamarind is supposed to be the predominant flavor, so it has to be, you really need that sour. Definitely needs more. I like the taste of sour. I'm into the sour thing. Give it some more good spoonfuls here. Give it a good stir. The flies are driving me crazy. Sorry guys, you can't have any soup. It's all over me. Another taste. Still think it could use some more. I hope I made enough. I'm just going to pour the rest. Try not to get any of the seeds in here. There's a couple of residual seeds left in there. And that's that for the tamarind juice. Plenty of pork. Plenty of vegetables. Very nice. And it's pretty tasty, I have to say. Even I surprised myself. Let's get the test. Oh yeah. Could be a bit more sour, but it's not bad at all. I'd have to sit there and make another. I mean, I could always add more later on. Make some more tamarind juice. I still got plenty of the tamarind pulp in there. Oh, there we go. Well, there it is. I did it. I made pork sinigang soup. And it came out pretty tasty, if I do say so myself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If this is something you guys like, because I'm pretty much into the Philippine culture. I've been friends with Filipinos for over 12 years. And I've cooked a couple of different recipes. I've made pancit beyond, dinuguan, kari. Did I make kari? No, I did not make that. I made lumpia. I made ube cake. So I enjoy it. I enjoy the culture. I used to go to a regular restaurant, a buffet. It was a Filipino buffet place, and unfortunately they got shut down. But missed that tremendously. But I love the Filipino culture and the food, and especially my very special Filipina, Mary Joy. I hope she enjoyed this too. I'm sure she's going to watch. See her white boy cooking up Filipino food. Hope this impresses her mom. Anyhow. All right, guys. So, in the comments, if you want to see me do more of this, let me know. It was a lot of fun for me, and I got a lot of tasty soup to finish here. So, I will more than likely, somewhere along the video, add the ingredients and the directions, maybe at the very end. So, if you need to, you can stop the video, copy them down. And then until next time, since we didn't smoke, just keep on cooking, guys. All right, take care. Bye-bye.